Hello, YouTube and Reddit, and welcome back to another Coin Talk video. And today, I've got a little bit longer video to show some of my latest pickups. As you're seeing on screen now is an absolutely breathtaking PCGS MS62 Draped bust dime with rainbow toning, really vivid in hand. This whole holder's so scratched up, I need to get it reholdered so I can get imaged properly. But trust me, in hand, absolutely breathtaking, incredible to see uncirculated early type like this. Just not something you see all the time. And now we've got a 2 real Cob from Bolivia, 1743. Really nice for this type. You can see all the design. Really neat. Next, got a whole bunch of 8 reals. Here's a 1779 MS62 PL. Incredible to see a PL example. And even in hand, it's so much more PL than even the video is showing. It's just incredibly struck. It was struck multiple times, in fact. Some hairlines from being stored over the years in cabinets and things like that, but really gorgeous, and that proof light quality actually shows the hairlines more. But in hand, it's just absolutely stunning. All the details there. Just something that's just incredible. Little carbon spot by the nose, which is annoying, but take what you can get for 1779. Next, we have a 1780 Mexico Mint, an AU58. Now, I gotta say, between you and me and the YouTube audience here, I think this is an undergraded coin that should snuck in the like MS61, 62 designation. Incredible luster, just unbroken and full. I mean, maybe it is an AU58 coin if it just has a little bit of rub, but look at the reverse. The reverse is even better. It's got luster, much like you see on a Morgan dollar, which, for the 1780s is very uncommon. Just full cartwheel, great strike, no issues at all. Just a beautiful, beautiful 8 real, especially for Charles III, which again, they're harder in these early dates. Next, the top pop at PCGS right now, a luster bomb, a 1787 Mexican Mint and MS62. A couple bag marks and contact marks in the field, but that luster just wins the day. Full strike, no wear, and it just gets to you. It's full cartwheel, in your face luster. That's really really what you want to see in uncirculated coins of this era. Again, you can see a couple marks here and there. The reverse, as always, typically a little nicer. Little weakness in the center, which again is pretty common with some of these. A lot of issues with the dies and planchets, but beautiful luster. It's just in your face, just like the other one. Now we have a transition year, 1790. In 89 and 90, you actually have Charles III's portrait, even though it says Charles IV, or excuse me, Carolus. And so, looking at this, it's actually a lower grade AU50, so not as much luster. You can see it's flatter, but oh man, the color, just a great, great color, rainbow toning all over, and really neat. The transition year types are definitely sought after a little more for typesets and are harder to find. But this one has some eye appeal, doesn't it? Next, actually, this one's kind of interesting. It's an MS62, so it's a full uncirculated coin, but the toning's not the prettiest, if I'm being honest, at least on the front. But it's all there as far as the strike and the frost. It just has a natural toning. It was never dipped out. The reverse, however, was much more fortunate. And boy, howdy, got some beautiful colors in there. Even though the toning pattern is not, really what you'd love to see if you could pick it. But at the same time, kind of neat and very original undipped coin. Next, we have an 1805 Mexican Mint, TH assay there, an AU58 by PCGS. And just a classic AU58 coin with a little bit of cabinet friction and rub on the obverse. That's just a little bit of wear. The scratch you're seeing in the front right of the field there is actually on the holder. It's just a shadow. The reverse, as is typical, is stronger. You've got really good luster on the reverse and perhaps a fully uncirculated reverse. All right, here we go, 1806 Mexican Mint. This coin is absolutely phenomenal. It's an AU58, let's say quote unquote, but this is one of the prettiest AU58 you'll ever see with a semi-proof-like portrait side with beautiful, beautiful rainbow toning. Sure, it's got some rub in the fields and a little bit of, hairline and stuff for storage, but really, really pretty. Just presents very well. The reverse of this one, oddly, is actually a little weaker. It probably is what holds it back into to AU58. You can see a little bit of that cabinet friction and kind of just dullness to the design that indicates a little bit of wear. Next is an absolutely stunning coin, and the video does not do this coin justice. This is one you have to see in hand. 1808, last year of the Charles the Fourth design, an MS63 proof-like. This coin is just, it's just incredible. It has that underlying cartwheel luster that you love to see, full deep mirror fields that make it really hard to film and also show a lot of marks. It does have some bag marks and stuff that hold it back from being anything like a gem, but man, in hand, especially on the reverse here or on the shield side, it is just, whew, it is an incredible, incredible coin that I'm happy to have in my collection. Next, again, the transition year type, 1808. Now we're on to Ferdinand, and boy howdy, this is an interesting coin. You can find them in higher grade. I've owned them in higher grade, but this AU58, absolutely gorgeous, incredible envelope toning, and just it's very close to mint state. Arguably, I think you could argue that what you're seeing there is really envelope toning more than wear, and the reverse, when you see it in a second, is full unk. It's incredible. Has great unbroken luster and original toning. This was actually part of the Huntington collection, which is a very, very famous Mexican collection that if you start getting into Mexican coins, you hear about. I traced it back to that, so it has that provenance. Not on the slab, sadly, but really, really neat history. I've got auction records back to 1949. And look at this. We've got a 1759 Mexican mint 8 real and MS62. So this is an uncirculated pillar dollar. Used heavily in the United States colonial colonies, and just a beautiful, beautiful piece of history. This particular one has some wonderful toning. Again, very hard to show off, but it's very original, was never dipped. And what I love is, if you can notice, it has the best strike I've ever seen on one of these. Just hammered, all the details there, and you can really see what the pillar dollar was supposed to look like back when it was issued, in the 1700s. So just a gorgeous Mexican mint pillar dollar. If you get a chance, a lot of these have true views. You can look up the cert numbers and see high-res photography of them. But just look at that strike and originality. It's just wonderful. All right, next, common date, 1859, a Horde issue cap and raise. But as you can see, an MS62 Plus, this one, I am shocked they did not give the proof-like designation. It is one of the most proof-like 8 reals I've ever ran into. Just fully mirrored. I'd say the obverse is approaching dimple, as you would call on a Morgan, and the reverse, the eagle side, is more just PL. But boy, just so much frost and really, really, really nice. All right, and now we have a top pop MS65 Plus 1891 cap and raise with just incredible, incredible toning. Again, another one that's kind of hard to capture and really allow you to appreciate on the film, but just has full rainbow toning, incredible cartwheel luster. Anywhere you move it, it just wants to cartwheel, and has that gem sort of quality to it. I can understand where this toning might not be everybody's cup of tea. It might be a little dark, but in hand, it just screams originality and is the finest that PCGS has ever seen in this particular date, and one of the finest cap and rays you see. You see some 66s, but they're unicorns. So, yeah, absolutely beautiful. I'm happy to share with you guys my recent pickups. Leave a comment and let me know which one you like the most.